Good morning, I'm graduate in the Institute of Engineering and Technology. We know that the NASA is doing some research to know the what are the resources are there in the space. Recently, our India also do some research, and the most important project is Chandrayaan 3. The Chandrayaan 3, when it is at like a moon, it collect the information about the moon. What are the resources? Is there water is available in this on that moon? And that moon is uh, uh, useful to live in there.
So that in space, which gravity is also so less. Then our Indian ISRO also sent the Chandrayaan 3 is successfully landed in the moon, and that mission collects some information. What is the resources, and water also there in the space. Just mainly one thing is gravitation is very less, and in 2030, some NASA and our ISRO scientists also go to the our space. He's staying 6 months. This is the mainly purpose in 2030.
As in my perception, the international collaboration will be done in future. NASA and other ISRO countries, space research organizations will combine and do more projects for the Earth to know about the things and resources in the moon.
I agree with the point, but during all these researches, some of them are going to stay in that space.
Yes, there will be some human settlement in the future.
Yes. Has come to my opinion, it is not possible within a less span of time. They have to investigate that environment is suitable for living, and they have to do a more research on that particular planet. This planet is useful for living. What are the resources, and is there uh, the basic needs of the human is available on that planet or not? It will useful for us to explore the space in recent days.
That's why scientists are go to the space in 2030 mission process. After 2050, we we also go to the space and live
For a
in
commercial exploration.
As a English point, our scientists also very done research on the space, how the resource, what are the resources present in the space, and how it work, how it is helpful for us. So,
Yes, our scientists and international and Indian scientists are searching for Mars and moons. While we are serving in the moons and Mars, we are searching for sustainability in communication in that Mars, and we have not enough to sustainable in the space.
in further days, the space exploration is limitless. In so many rockets are go to the moon, how to explore in space like other planets like Mars and Chandrayaan. In future of space exploration, the space that like of that at very low cost and reusable, and from space that is comes to live from the NASA's companies, and that will be useful to future exploration.
As today world, many people and scientists go to space. Nowadays, in the country of Aurora, the scientists were planning uh, to take the people to space. It was a human settlement in the Mars. It was in 2 years trip, which was planned by Aurora, which will be launched in 2055. And there was a huge budget in creating a from land to and building a space station in the space, where from land to space they will construct a building. In that there will be a lift which will passes from land to space.
For that, we need to get funding from the both sectors for that reach to the moon.
For this construction, it budgets more nearly 1 trillion. But many scientists were very hardworking for this project.
Yes, we are survived to play a hero in the moon in Mars space.
I agree with your points. Finally, I have to conclude that the technology improves day by day. Uh, uh, let's say we are using present the artificial intelligence and robotics are playing a crucial role to increase our technology. I think these are will affect on the future coming years to explore the space. These technologies plays a vital role to and not living and doing some researches. I think when we are entering into 2050, it will possible to live in a space. Thank you.
In preparation of future human exploration, it is very uh, essential for space exploration because all after completion of destroying of Earth, human wants to live in space or in any planet. And NASA was concluded that Mars has some uh, living uh, genetics.
The future space exploration is includes a variety of missions and goals. NASA is interested on exploring Mars, interested on Mars and other planets in our solar system.
It is too I against your points because it is too difficult to surviving humans in the space because the quick climate changes causes uncertainty in living, and it is too difficult to creating a missions and space missions to carry the humans, and it take too long times, and it is a it requires a lot of money to creating that much of projects, because instead of trying to surviving in other planets, it is best to protect our health because it is the survival planet and which provides the nature which is very supportive to the humans and the other living species. So it is better to protect earth instead of searching other unnecessary issues about the space.
But nowadays, the Earth is also not able to living this human beings and organisms. Nowadays, the Earth is better to live the humans and animals. But in so far, in 100 years ago, after 100 years, very difficult to live in the Earth because of the climate changes. So it is better to export the space. It's not easy to export to the space. Now the time we can also better planning for the space exploration. So the Earth is not the Earth give you so many lot for this time also, but you are not utilizing in right way. You are destroying our nature and our so giving of Earth is not good for after 100 years. So we can explore to the Earth for our living organisms and living purpose.
Yes, I agree with because where day by day we are using our resources not limitedly heavily we are using our resources by day using the resources will be reduced in this year. So that's why uh, I prefer to space exploration is good, but in my words, in my point of view, uh, what I said is by
Yes, I obey your points. Uh, Nowadays, people are consuming all the natural resources. After few years, the natural resources was completely vanished. After completely vanished, there is no scope of uh, living, uh, living, living. Human wants all the resources. If we completed these natural resources means we cannot able to live in the earth. That's why it is better to explore space.
Yes, I agree with your point. Nowadays, glaciers are melting and the water level is increasing. We cannot stop that. In that process, we want to space in the future where there is a advantages and disadvantages. Advantages like searching new minerals like water, etc., and good employment. And we want to settle there. There is no more earth after some years. What about your point of view?
I agree with your thought. As we are using the resources without any limit, since they are vanishing, we must need a second resource to live. As our future generation, they have they must need a source to live. So we should find a source.
As per surveys, our current situation will be we have enough natural resources and we can easily protect the natural resources for upcoming generations. So we will utilize it in a proper manner because we have solar energies, and we can also create it by using the wind and water resources. So we can easily surviving on that. If we go to the Mars and other planets, there is a very limited of chances to surviving a human because it is there is no water and there is no oxygen, and it is some issues with the gravity, so it is difficult to standing on the Mars also. So as we concern that it is easy to recover, and as per natural adaptance, nature also can adapt and it can reune its natural resources. So it is better to living earth and protecting the present resources as per trying to the going to the other planets.